Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shills, desks, stars, peasants, vassals, minions, meat sacks. I'm Useful Idiot. Welcome. And let's go to Yemen. This is a third in a three-part series updates of events and conflicts that are going on in the Middle East right now. All these small stories have a certain amount of drama to them. And in this case, we have the Saudi coalition, including Saudi ground troops, striking in southern Yemen. So they've expanded the field of operations in Yemen significantly, because mostly they've been concentrating on striking the Houthis in the north. But in this case, they're going against anti-government forces, including supposedly Al-Qaeda. And they claim they killed over 800 already. So like all these other wars that are going on in the Ukraine and Libya and Syria and in Iraq, there's talks of a ceasefire. And in this case, there's actually been UN peace talks, and all, of course, at a complete deadlock. And in the meantime, it gives an excuse for all these kind of escalations. So not surprising that in the midst of all these negotiations, the Saudis would actually escalate their conflict in Yemen. And the other thing that's interesting about this is the fact that Saudi Arabia says they're going after Al-Qaeda positions in southern Yemen, and where Al-Qaeda strength has grown as a result of this war. But this stands in contrast to the fact that they worked out an agreement to have Al-Qaeda and Saudi forces work together in their assaults on positions in the north of Yemen. So I don't know if one of these stories is less true than the other, but I would imagine that these are just the complexities of events in the fields, and that easily both the stories could be true. But anyway, here we go. The war in Yemen expanding, the war that nobody cares about anymore, and the fact that ground troops are now operating in southern Yemen presents a very precarious situation, of course, for these so-called Saudi coalition forces, because there is a possibility that not only could things in that region escalate because of the presence, but also the fact that things could be precarious because these troops have not operated well in the field and could end up finding themselves in a very dangerous situation in southern Yemen indeed. So there we have it, another escalation in Yemen. The war expands, just like the war in Syria is now expanding, and the war in Iraq is expanding, and the war in Libya is expanding. And well, add your favorite wars onto that list too. I'm a Useful Idiot. Don't you be one too.